you getting visuals?
Yes. I'm hearing like a waterfall.
Mm. What are you seeing?
Like this. Like water reminds me of how I see New Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful scenery, nature.
Mm-hmm.
All I hear is like birds and yeah, the same thing like with mine, just like talking trees,
Mm-hmm.
the grass rustling too, the wind and the water.
Do you see the waterfall or you just hear it?
I can hear it.
Are there any people around?
No,
No. Can you see yourself, your body?
no.
Mm.
I feel like I'm just energy observing.
Mm.
No humans here yet.
So you're on New Earth.
Yeah, no one's here yet.
So you're just energy.
I'm just energy, yes.
Okay. Well, let's connect with Deborah's higher self now and let me know when you're connected.
Permission granted.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Would
You're
you mind?
welcome.
Would you mind if I asked you some questions?
Not at all.
Thank you. Deborah wants to know, what is her life mission and what is she supposed to do right now with it?
Her life mission?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. There's like a creative spark in her. And she needs to learn how to really tap into that to express it. There are parts of her that are still a little blocked that she needs to reopen. Power center and the solar plexus, heart center. It's all connected, interconnected. The truth of her voice,
Mm.
the opening of the third eye, connecting through the crown. Like they're not open. It's just that she has to allow the resistance within herself to allow the energies to flow through. And when that happens, the flow comes in and the energy, the creative energy will awaken, and that natural part of her that can express it will happen.
So how can she allow those energies to flow through her easily? What
Do
is
more
block?
meditation.
Okay.
Do more meditation. We showed her this new earth, more so the nature part of it, to connect more into nature, really
Mm.
be in it, allow for herself to connect above and below, to bring that energy force within her, to flow through the chakras, and to give her like the ability to open herself up more, feel the power within her, ground herself in there, embody that strength and the, whatever she's suppressing inside, the stuff that she doubts or denies. Not be afraid of that truth or in understanding what that is.
So
And this is, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, to remove her masks, to be more authentic. Because the more we have the masks on, the harder it is for the energy to flow. Because you're putting more of your energy in protecting who you really are.
Mm.
And by removing those masks, she'll be able to allow the flow to go through a lot more with grace and ease. And she'll be more willing to tap into herself, or it'll be easier for her to tap into herself.
Can you help her today remove some of that blockage?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Great, thank you. And what can you do to help open that up a bit?
It's very narrow inside, so we're just opening up the channel within to
Okay.
flow a little more easier. Not as energetically constipated.
Mm. And so once that is opened up, she can connect with her life mission more so, the creative
Yes.
energy.
Creative energy, her mission, her calling, everything will come, the information will come to her. She knows more or less where she's headed. We've given her images and glimpses of it. So she has to go in there and come back within herself and not look outside of herself to find it. She could go into meditation and and connect that way as well. She does have the gift of sight. We're going to open her third eye a little more. Sharpen her intuition so she can trust herself more, trust the process more.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And just let me know when that is complete.
Okay.
Thank you. Her second question is, where is Merlin right now, and will he return home again?
Can you repeat that?
Where is Merlin right now, and will he return home again?
I'm seeing in another dimension.
Hmm.
In a different dimension.
So has he crossed over?
I'm not really feeling that it's crossed over. I feel like it's kind of not trapped, but in another dimension, just exploring.
Hmm. Okay.
Kind of was called there
Hmm.
for another mission or something.
Will he return home?
It's a possibility, but I feel like being called here more strongly than here, like in this physical world. more so to be in the other dimension than here at the moment.
Interesting. Thank you. Anything else on that? What is he doing there? Just exploring?
I feel like there's a crew of people or like other beings that are in the same boat, fulfilling another mission. There's
Hmm.
something there, like there's another, they've been called there
Hmm.
to finish that, I guess, perhaps before they can come back here. But what
Hmm.
I'm seeing, it's they're busy, like it just looks busy.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Number 3, where does my intense sadness come from and how can I heal
I'm feeling a repetition. I'm seeing like a ripple effect of the same wave,
it? Hmm.
same root. And not only in this life and previous ones as well. There's a
Hmm.
repetition of wave. It's the same wave.
Can you see the origin point?
I'm seeing a very tragic loss,
Hmm.
like something taken from her and not getting any answers for it, like not, yeah, it just feels like something was taken from her and like there was no closure on it. It's just like as if a part of her soul was chipped.
Hmm.
And from that moment, and it's like she carried that with her, that sadness and emptiness, that despair.
Is there any way we can retrieve that aspect of her soul to make it complete again? Does she need to
Yeah,
know what happened, or can we just retrieve that part?
she doesn't need to know what happened. It's just a matter of changing the perception in that healing, of not having to dwell on that piece or what that missing piece of hers. She should look at herself as a whole, not the whole that was taken from her, that piece. She can mend herself back by herself, releasing it, knowing it's not her fault. There was a contract in that life where it was permission. She gave permission for them to take it.
Hmm.
Now she could take her power back if she so wishes to take it back. She has to choose to want to take it back.
So she can dissolve that contract by choosing to dissolve it and taking back her power.
Yes.
Can you see who she made this contract with?
I'm feeling like it's an ancestral thing.
Okay. And she doesn't need to know exactly what this contract is, but she can.
No, she doesn't need to know. It's not of importance because it was a long time ago, but it's not anything that she's carried in this life per se. It's she's just feeling the remnants of that emptiness from that contract.
Mhm. So if she chooses to dissolve this contract, then that emptiness will fade.
Yeah. when she goes into meditation, to put her hand on her heart and to visualize the heart mending, and to believe that she is loved and supported, and that sadness is just an illusion now. It's gone.
So
It
can
can
we help,
dissolve. Yes, we can help with that.
we help retrieve that part of her?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very big and beautiful heart.
Mm. So what are we doing
Just sending more love to seal it, expanding it, to allowing it to revive. It's like energetic heart surgery.
now? Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you. And so just to be clear, she can go into meditation to finish the process and
To seal it herself.
seal it herself and see herself as whole
Yes.
and dissolve and burn that contract.
Yes. She does not
Okay,
have to be sad anymore. And if she does feel it, it's old. It's not, doesn't belong to her anymore.
great. Thank you so much. She wants to know how to lose weight and why she's holding on to it.
Wait.
Weight. Mhm.
Well, that goes hand in hand with the sadness.
Mhm.
Also, any of her emotional pains that she's hard of letting go of are storing in her body, making her more dense. When she can actually go inward and release whatever pains or traumas she's had, or the weight will naturally lift. She has to do a lot of the inner work.
So she has to
Meet
go in.
herself. Yeah, she
I'm
has to
sorry.
go inward, meet herself there. A lot of love and compassion for herself. Releasing all the old stuff. Being present and knowing that none of that stuff that was stored in her body no longer belong to her. They don't belong. She can release them just as easily. Doesn't make her yeah, it doesn't make her anything less. It's very difficult to let go, but she's gonna really have to put herself in the mindset that she's strong enough to release it, to let it go, that it no longer serves, to validate her own feelings, and to know that everything's okay. She's safe.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. So just to be clear, the extra weight she's carrying is from the emotional pain and sadness, and
Yes.
she can release that now because it's not serving her.
Yeah. It's all resistance within her. We carry the baggage. Her body is just holding on to it because that's all it knows. And
Mhm.
she has to allow the body to feel safe, teach the body that it's safe.
Okay. And how does she teach the body that it's safe?
Mm, a lot of more introspection, a lot of, again, inner child work,
Mm,
important.
okay. Thank you. Um, so last question, number 5. How do I tap into abundance and prosperity?
Mm. Seems to be the theme of this session is letting go and trusting, learning to trust yourself, learning to let go of the old paradigms of thought that are stopping her from moving forward. It is that belief system that are not serving her anymore. It's really that coming into the idea that what she needs, she already has, and really scraping through the minimum now, like meaning she has to be thankful for what she has right now. And through that gratitude, she can expand a little more every day, finding things that she's grateful for, putting herself in that mindset that if she were to, if this was all that she can have, would she be okay with that? So when she gets into that acceptance, she knows that she's always going to be okay. So in order for her to expand and to attract more abundance is to really accept the minimum, just whatever she needs to survive right now. She has to be grateful for that. That's the very minimum. Grateful for what she has right now. And just be thankful. Find things that she's thankful for, things that she wouldn't think to be thankful for. Holding that trust again that she's supported, that everything will come to her in a timely fashion. Again, to trust the process, to love and appreciate what she has. To not worry or look too far ahead of the things that she wants or feels like she doesn't have. Just to just know that they'll always give her what she needs.
And it's from that place of gratitude that she will expand more.
Yeah, she needs to go into that place of gratitude
Great, thank you
and
so
really,
much.
really be grateful.
Yeah. Like actually be grateful and not just pretend.
Not just to say it, but to
Yeah.
really be grateful. And that's why I'm stressing, like, really put herself in the position of, if this is all she has to be okay with that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Any further messages for Deborah before we go?
Mm, such a kind soul, very kind-hearted, has so much love for the world, and now she needs to learn how to include herself in there. She needs to nurture herself. And to really start to love herself and get to know who she is. She has everything that she needs. And the moment that she finally accepts that she has everything that she needs, the universe will give her more. But she's very much loved, and she's going to grow. She's growing every day. And we're there to support her through it.
Beautiful. That is a lovely message. I'm sure she'll be grateful to hear it. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
You're welcome.
I'm going to stop the recording.